many of you are stressed right now? Well, if you are, close your eyes, think of your favorite physical activity, and don't worry about the other things in life. Studies show that people who engage in physical activity are much less stressed, have a better quality of life, and have better mental and physical health. According to a study done by Dr. Brett Everhart, most kids who spent time doing structured physical activity scored higher in math and language arts. This was most likely due to how the brain reacts to the outdoor environment and physiologically related factors. I've been physically active my entire life, and I can guarantee that it has been a huge source of stress relief and health. Today I'm going to try to convince you that physical activity is an integral part of your life, helping decrease stress and increase your health. First, I will talk to you about how stress levels today continue to increase in school, the workplace, and other areas of life. Second, I will tell you about how studies show that people going from high school to college do less physical activity, which leads to more stress, a lesser quality of life, and worse healthy habits. Lastly, I will tell you how workload has gone up, which leads to more stress, and how people who play sports are less stressed. So now let's begin by talking about how stress has increased in today's world. Work, school, family, friends, colleagues, and technology all add to individual stress. Today, even our Instagram feeds add stress for us by telling how we should dress, how our bodies should look, and what we should do. Stress from work and school can be caused by having to meet deadlines and wanting to impress the people above you with your work. According to the Journal of Behavioral Sciences, in a study done on perceived stress and academic workloads, the students who had been overloaded with academic work felt the most stress. However, this doesn't only apply to school, it can also apply to the workplace. The more work an employee is given, the more stress they'll feel. Likewise, the more time they spend in the office, the more stress they'll feel. However, it's not only the work that makes us stressed, it's technology and our culture as well. We never feel good enough unless we get the approval from other people or the media, so we try to change and conform to what they want us to be. For example, when we post something on social media, we always try to post things that people will like. We always stress about getting the most likes, and when we don't, we feel rejected. In a study done by Rachel Grieve and Jahara Watkinson, who were featured on EurekAlert.org, which is a global source for science news, they asked 164 people to take two personality tests. One is themselves, and one is who they thought they were on social media. Once the test was over, they found that people had a different personality on social media than in real life. This shows that people are really different over the internet, which proves that we can become someone else on social media to get others' stamp of approval. So now that we know about things that cause stress, let's look at an example of stress in high school and college and how it's fixed. Ever heard of the freshman 15? Well, it's true. According to a study done on the freshman 15 by Nicole Mialopoulos, who graduated medical school from Tulane University, the average freshman gains weight in college. In their study, they analyzed 125 freshmen, in which 33% of them had no change in their weight and 15% lost weight. However, 30% gained 1 to 5 pounds, 17% gained 6 to 14 pounds, and 5% gained more than 15 pounds. As you can see, it is likely that you will gain some weight in college, which leads me to my next point. According to a study conducted in the Journal of Youth Ministry, they found that both mental and physical health are negatively impacted by a decrease in physical activity when transitioning from high school to college. During the study, they tested 395 undergraduate students who were continuously active in high school. The students that remained active in college reported lower negative effect and stress levels, as well as a better quality of life. The active students were involved in more healthy habits, such as eating healthy foods, engaging in less electronic time, and taking part in better personal hygiene. They also found that there was a significant decrease in physical activity from high school to college, which led to a downward trend in their health. Now that we have talked about college and its health risks, let's look at stress in the workplace and how physical activity is one way to get relief. In Chen Tsai's article, The Effect of Recreational Sport Involvement in Central Taiwan, he talks about how his studies show that work-related stress, or any type of stress, is reduced by leisure activities like sports. With the increase of technologies in workplaces, stress and workloads have gone up, which can lead to below average work and, more importantly, health risks. Things like the internet have made it so that people don't have to leave their home to get tasks done, which has led to much less physical activity in everyday life. For example, nowadays almost all work communication is done through text or email, which makes it very hard to get away from work even whenever you're at home. So to fix this, leisure activities like sports were observed, and through it they found that reduced stress led to improved mental and physical health, along with greater achievements. Studies found that participation in sports may promote job performance and help with stress management, which will ultimately be better for the business itself. It was also noted that people who participated in sports and leisure activities had better social relationships and relationships to the environment because of the friends you could make playing in sports and the time you could spend outside doing them. So now that I've tried to convince you that physical activity is an integral part of your life, helping decrease stress and increase your health, it is your turn to put that to use. So let's review. Stress can be found anywhere in life, especially in school and the workplace. The freshman 15 is real, and it would be beneficial to you and your health if you stayed active in college. Oh yeah, and once you're out of college, the stress doesn't stop. It might get worse at work. So I would advise that you stay active